How's it going, everybody? The Seer here. We have our round 2 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. We did get a victory on our round 1 opponent. So today we are going against Toguro Jr. 100%. Now, right now I am rank 145. So I am pushing for that top 100. If I get the victory today, that should put me, let me see, probably about 120 range. So I do have a chance to get top 100 if I go 3-0 this week. So I am definitely pushing for that. My opponent Toguro is 137 million TCP. This is going to be a decent punch-up. The defenses are pretty interesting also. For stage 1, we have a Black Knight. We have a 2-piece Darkhold with Moon Knight. Agatha and Moon Knight did get that reworked. And Agatha here is 3 diamond. She's going to hit very hard. We're going to have Spider-Man Noir, so he's going to go first. Stage 2, we have the Annihilators with Storm. I did face a similar team. I think this was the same team comp, but it was in stage 6 on my round 1 opponent. Stage 3, we have another Odin on defense. This is with Hive Mind and Super Skrull. We're going to try to attempt this one first, because it works great. If not, I'm able to save the team and use them elsewhere, and that's going to help me get that efficiency and hopefully get the victory on this. For stage 4, we have a 3-piece Spider Society. We have a Spider Weaver and a Mephisto. So we're going to do our double sack into this, then do our usual team comp to try to finish it off. Stage 5, we have Sasquatch with X-Treme X-Men Rogue. So there's that pre-taunt in here. And stage 6, we have a full Orchis team at 4 million power. So it's a beefy one right here. We have our work cut out for us. Let's go ahead and do our burn attacks into stage 3. All right, so we are taking very fast characters into this as the burn attack. We're going to be using our invaders. We're just going to load in, pause the game. I don't want any chances of Odin basically starting his turn with any charges. We're going to have to eat his special, which is going to be unfortunate, but it's better to eat that on the actual hit than to go in and he has charges to where he's basically going to get that speed and get his ult off on turn 1. That would be very dangerous. So we're going to load in, pause the game, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, for the second burn attack, we're going to use our Black Order team. Thanos is going to go very quickly, so we're going to be able to do the same thing. We're going to load in, hit the pause button, and that's going to get that second exhaust on there to where Odin can't clear the exhaust when he does a special. So hopefully we can get it on the third hit. So let's do that burn. All right, so we did our 2 burn attacks into this team. So we have 2 exhaust points on Odin, Super Skrull, and the Hive Mind. We're going to attempt to use our Cabal, APOC, Red Hole. What I'm planning on happening is APOC to be able to do a nice turn meter rewind. That's going to speed up the APOC to where he can try to get that Falcon Punch. And then we have the Cabal for the extra damage for villains and everything. I'm really hoping this will work. It's a 400k punch-up. So let's go in. If this does not work, I am going to back out so I can save this team and use it elsewhere. Alright, so Boy Knight goes first. Ability block on Namor. Target here and use the special. Rewind the Super Skrull. Let's Falcon Punch the Odin. Get the Striker hit. Falcon Punch. There goes the Odin. This should be a victory now. Special into Super Skrull. There we go. We got the victory on this one. Heck yeah. Alright, for stage 2, we're going to use our Mercs for money. We're going to have Ares to take that safeguard off of the Gladiator. We're going to have Northstar. He's going to ult turn 1. Hopefully we can get the revive once it's off of them. The matchup from yesterday, I only got it off of one of the characters. The unfortunate thing of this matchup is there is a tiebreaker between Old Man Logan and Goran who goes first. Usually Gore ends up going first for me. That ends up putting the safeguard back on them anyways, but we're still going to end up using this team comp. Alright, so Gore goes first. He's going to ult, and that's going to get the safeguard back on them. I did end up losing my Northstar, so this is going to be a kind of a grilling matchup. We're going to use Old Man Logan's special to get that revive once back on us. And Deadpool comes back. Now, Ultimus is going to ult into the Panda Pool, and Panda Pool's going to come back. Alright, that's going to flip our buffs. We lost Ares. This is basically going to be a three-way matchup. Let's ult and get the stun on Gladiator. We're going to ult with Panda Pool. This is going to call in Old Man Logan. Alright, Old Man Logan, we're going to use the ultimate. It's going to do a lot of good damage. And we need to get through the dorm. I don't want him to ult and heal everybody back up. Panda Pool's going to come back. Alright, let's take out the dorm. We're going to basic into him. We're going to target Gore and use Deadpool's special. Let's get the stun into the Gladiator. Alright, so there goes the passive. Panda Pool comes back. Let's go at the Gore and use the special. And nobody has vulnerable. We're just gonna ult. Alright, so there goes the Gore. At least one life of them. One life of the Ultimus. We're just gonna hang into that Gore. I don't want him using that special again on me. Alright, let's get the stun back on the Gladiator. Just try to control him a little bit more. There goes one life of the Gladiator. And back to the Gore. We're gonna special. Alright, so we got Gore killed off. I was just worried that he would end up using the ultimate back on me again and taking my buffs, my revive once, and have a chance to basically wipe. I didn't want that risk. Now we're gonna just tunnel in this Gladiator. Alright, there he goes. Try to get rid of the Thanos endgame. And now the ultimate. So there's a victory on that one. We did take an efficiency hit, but I'm fine with that and getting the victory. Alright, for Sage 1, we're going to do a burn attack into this. I want to get that exhaust on the Black Knight. So we're going to go in with our Infinity Watch, just kind of do what we can, burn some abilities. Then we're going to go in with our actual team, and we should be able to one-shot this once we do that burn. Alright, so we did our burn attack. So Black Knight now has the exhaust on him, so we're not going to have to worry about those retaliates. What we're going to do is 2099 is going to go first. We're going to ult. That's hopefully going to get the buffs off of him, where we can target whoever we want. We do have most of them as strikers and keeping the skirmisher on 2099. Because Morgan and Agatha's here, that's only going to be a 25% chance not to assist. So to me, that was enough to switch everybody to striker, except for that 2099. So let's go in and take this match out. Alright, so we're going to target the Black Knight and use the ultimate. I'm going to get that defense up and immunity. I got the immunity off, so that's good. There goes the assist in. So the Noir actually went before my Weaver, so I did lose the one guy. So that's unfortunate. Let's try to get the Trauma Stun on Morgan, because she hasn't used her special yet. So we got the Trauma Stun. So now we have the charges on us to basically protect us here. Alright, let's try to get the stun on Agatha here. Alright, so there goes Morgan. let's go to Black Knight and use the ultimate. And there goes Black Knight. And let's get the ability block on Moon Knight. And special. Even though I already had the charges on me, I want to get that rebound chain so I can try to take both of those characters out, and I did. Now we can ult into Nova, into Agatha. So we got our Nova Force out there. And now we got the easy victory on this one. So there was a little bit of RNG on who Noir actually hit, and for the assist to come in. Losing the Ironman Infinity War is probably the second best case. Losing the 2099 would have been the better case on that one. There we go. For stage 4, we're going to do 2 burn attacks into the Spider Society, Weaver, Mephisto. The first one is going to be our Bifrost team. Because we have Vol on defense, we're just going to throw Silver Surfer in there. Now, the issue is the Weaver having the charges, because she's probably going to have charges when I go in for the final hit. I'm hoping that the Black Cat... I know she steals charges. I don't recall if she's able to steal it from Weaver because she can't hit her. We're going to find out. But let's go ahead and do the first burn attack on this one. Alright, for the second burn attack, we're just going to go into with the A-Force. We're going to do the same thing. Basically just wipe, try to pull a few more abilities. Right now, Weaver does have 4 charges on her. I want to try to get those charges off as many as possible before I go into the final hit. Just because of the chance of missing those attacks that we're going to need to kind of clear this. All right, so I did have to make a pivot. There are 4 charges currently on Spider Weaver, and I kind of did the turn order if I did my Secret Defenders Eternals. Ms. Marvel Heartlight would go first, so that's going to remove 1 charge. Then Black Cat, the special is not unavoidable, and that's what she would start with. So that's 2 charges, then Robbie's 3, then it's going to be Icarus. And Icarus is not unavoidable, so all of those turns are going to be for naught. Then it would go to Cersei. It's going to be too risky to do that. In the future, it would be better just to pause the game and not let Weaver get any turns, and then that counter would end up working. I just already waited 10 minutes for a different matchup, so that's why I didn't do it on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to pivot. We're going to use our Superior 6. We're going to use Mysterio and Vulture in here. It's not going to have speed up because of Vulture. Mysterio is going to make it to where they can't have the immunity. And the Mysterio dupes are going to basically take extra turns to try to get those charges off of Spider Weaver. If Penny ends up going, because I don't think she used her ultimate, we will have Safeguard on us, so we should be okay there. So hopefully this counter will work. This is going to be a 800k punch up. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. All right, so that actually says 3 charges on Weaver. That makes it even better. We're just going to do a basic into Mephisto. There's 1 miss. These are not unavoidable. So we're just going to do a basic into Pavitra. That's 2 charges. All right. So 1 charge left. We're going to do a basic into Penny, because that chains, I don't want to risk of that hitting. All right, let's special. All right, so now we're going to go into Mephisto and do some basics with these. Let's go into Pavitra, take some of his buffs off. And we're going to throw an ability block into the Weaver. Alright, so there's a special by Penny. And stun on Craven. That is unfortunate. We need Green Goblin Classic to go. Alright, let's get some offense up. And let's Let's do a turn meter rewind. And let's extend those nade effects that we already have out there. There's no vulnerables. We're just going to do a ult, do a turn meter rewind. And let's take those buffs off of her. And special with Vulture. There goes the Weaver. There's an ult, get some more dupes out there. Some heal block. We're going to use the special into Penny. There she goes. And back into the Mephisto. There he goes. There goes Peter B. Parker. And we got the victory on that one. That one was a little dicey. A little bit too much for my taste, but we got it. All right, for stage 5, we're going to end up using our Secret Defenders with the Eternals into the Extreme X-Men, Rogue, and Sasquatch. Ms. Marvel Hardlight should be able to go first. We're going to be able to use the ultimate into the Sasquatch. From there, unless there's the evades, it will knock some evades off or do a turn meter rewind. Black Cat's going to be able to special into the Sasquatch. And hopefully from there, we should be good once we start getting the flips from the Eternals. So this is a 500k punch up, so not terrible. Pull quite a few abilities on that. Would have been smarter just to pause it once we had Gambit dead and Forge was about to go. It's got a little too greedy on that. Alright, so we're going to jump over to stage 6 for this one. We're going to use our new warriors. I don't expect to get the one shot on this. I know that is possible, but I don't want to G19 any of my new warriors. We have Guardian in here to get them the offense up. If this ends up failing, which most likely it will, we're just going to go in with the Hive Mind cleanup that tends to work fairly well as far as 1-2 combination into this team. Then after that, we're going to jump back over to stage 5. Alright, so there goes the Scientist Supreme using the ultimate. The evades here do save us, except for Cloak right there got messed up. Gwenpool, we're going to use the special. And we are going to use the ultimate into Omega Sentinel. We're going to do a rewind on Nimrod and Omega Sentinel here. Omega Sentinel ultimate. Alright, we're going to use... What do I want to spread from? Wouldn't hurt to spread the blinds into Nimrod. I don't think he's unavoidable. He might be, though. Let's spread from Scientist Supreme. Alright, so there goes Sentinel. He did end up killing Firestar. Ultimate. Right. So now we get the permakill. I always like to permakill the Scientist Supreme, just because she has those chances to bring people back to life. Alright, so there goes the one attack. Alright, so for the follow-up attack, we're going to end up using our Hive Mind team. We did get rid of the Scientist Supreme. There's going to be those bots out there, so we can kind of feed on that to get our turn meter going. And then that usually lets us steamroll and get through the Orchis for the follow-up attack. Alright, so Sentinel Bot's going to come out. We're going to use the ultimate from Void Knight to flip. Right, we are going to lay into the bot here. We need to get him low enough. So now we got our turn meter going for the team. Let's go into the Nimrod. He's more hurt. So we're going to use the ultimate from Gwenom. Oh, I thought he was more hurt. Looks like Omega was more hurt. Let's spread from the Omega Sentinel. There goes more turn meter for us. And ult into the Omega Sentinel. And that's pretty much game. We got all the turn meter that we need now. Oh, don't you crash. Alright, there we go. Alright, for the cleanup on the X-Treme X-Men Rogue, I definitely should have paused it when Forge was about to go. That would have left Gambit dead and all of them very low health. So now I do have to kind of try a little bit harder for the cleanup. We're going to end up using our Masters of Evil. We are adding Daken in as the 5th member on here, just because they do pop into stealth, so that would make him basically go faster. So let's go ahead and take this one out. All right, so first, let's go into Forge and use the ultimate from Titania. That gets the ability block on him. And let's target Nightcrawler and use Kang's special. That's going to get slow on Kang, Gambit, and Rogue. And let's target Gambit and use the ultimate from Moonstone. That's going to stun him and do a nice turn meter rewind. Now we're stuck on the Rogue. Titania's going to special. Alright, for Daken, we got a special that's going to chain all the way across. And here comes the Kang ultimate. So we got rid of the Rogue. That knocked Forge quite a bit low. Let's use Moonstone special into Nightcrawler. It's going to get the trauma stun. No stun, but we did get the trauma in him. Let's take out the Forge. Alright. I'm not going to gamble. I'm just going to try to take the Gambit out. There we go. Still got both of them. There we go. All right, so we end up getting the victory. A very good victory on this one. In fact, there was a Odin on defense. I was definitely afraid of that one. I wouldn't be able to get the full clear. So Toguro got a 39-821. I got a 47-349. Let's go ahead and check the defenses out on this one. So for stage 1, I did the burn attack followed by the Tangled Web Pegasus Nova comp. This got me a 79-59. Stage 2, I did the Mercs for money with Ares and Northstar. These two really did nothing in this matchup, so I might try to find better pieces to add with them. This was into the Annihilators dorm. I got a 83-49. For stage 3, this is the Odin matchup. So I ended up doing 2 burn attacks to where I can just pause the game immediately. Then I went in with a Cabal APOC Red Hulk into the Hive Mind Odin Super Skrull. This got me a 75-71. So pretty good efficiency on that one. I was lucky to where I was able to do massive damage to Odin and Falcon Punch him before he got his turn off. For stage 4, so I did the 2 burn attacks into the Spider Society Mephisto Weaver. I ended up doing a pivot and decided to bring the Superior 6 Mysterio Vulture in. This got me a 75-59. There's a bit of a finesse play on that one. For stage 5, I did the Secret Defenders Eternals. I definitely should have paused it right before Forge went and then time out. I was still able to go in with the Masters of Evil and Daken. This got me a 79-49. For stage 6, I used the New Warriors. I was able to take out Scientist Supreme. Then I cleaned that up with the Hive Mind. That got me a 79-62. And as far as my defense goes, so stage 1, they ended up doing a Superior 6 Echo APOC. They were able to take out Forge and Dorm. They got Gambit and Nightcrawler fairly low before they wiped. Then they did a cleanup using the Eternals, Vulture, Nova, Omega Red. I got them a 79-64. For stage 2, they used their New Warriors into my Out of Time team. This got them at 83-62. For stage 3, they used their Mercs for money, 4-piece, and Ares. That's into my Annihilators Black Knight Vol. That got them at 83-61. For stage 4, they did the 2 burn attacks. Then they followed that up using their Secret Defenders Quicksilvers. That's an interesting one. I got them at 75-56. And stage 5, this one's interesting. So it looks like they did a burn attack using Black Order, then the Infinity Watch. Then they end up using their Captain Britain Illuminati. They were able to take out 3 characters. Odin looks really low on health. And then Black Bolt's about half health. They got 15 points on that one. I'm definitely curious about that one. And for stage 6, they did a burn attack to basically get rid of Scientist Supreme's ult on turn 1, to where she's going to remove the vulnerables. They followed that up by using their Out of Time team and Phoenix. Then they went in with their Cabal team, Kestrel, Tang. They were able to clear that. That got them at 75-63. So good job. You're definitely the closest as far as a person that was able to almost clear the stage 5. So props to you. I know that's a very difficult room, and your Odin definitely worried me as well. So I'm sure we're going to see each other again in the future, and I'm looking forward to that rematch. So if you guys did end up liking this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.